Alright, so yes, so today we'll continue discuss about the Kedah MF paper. This is Kedah 2016 try paper. And yeah, like last week actually we will stop at question 16 or 17. So we will continue it. If we finish about the Kedah paper 1, we will go to the paper 2. Alright, so okay, let's go to the screen sharing. Okay, first I just want to make sure all of you can see the screen. I mean see the screen nicely. Okay, for the Jean, the Hotline, can you actually hide your camera and hide your voice also? Yeah, thanks for that. Alright, so yeah, so we will start discuss from the question 17, because actually last week we actually stopped at question 17, and some student actually say he couldn't understand about this question. So yeah, so I will actually start from question 17. Yeah, actually we do discuss about question 18. So I mean question 17, but then I will discuss it again just to make sure you understand. Alright. Okay. Given that the set of number have the means of 9, and the sum of square of the set number is 1158. So what I will do here is I actually know that the mean is basically equals to 9. So means basically means sum of x over n is equal to 9. And then the second information we have is the sum of square of the set number. That means sum of x squared is 1158. Right, now the question asks you to find a new mean when these two numbers add in, 9 plus y and 9 minus y. Right, so in order to understand about this part, so we actually will add these two numbers. So in order to find the mean, we will do something like sum of x over n, isn't it? Okay, since if I add two more numbers into it, the n basically is plus 2. And then here I will plus the first number and also plus the second number. Means 9 plus y and 9 minus y. And because plus y and minus y, so if you simplify the y, positive y and negative y, you actually get 9 plus 9. So basically what we add in over here is 9 plus 9 over 2. This is something will affect the mean. So what I will do is I will try to do 9 plus 9 over 2, which I will get 9. So that means your previous mean, I call it old mean, is 9, plus the new mean is 9. So basically your mean is still remain 9. Alright, so okay, maybe I shouldn't write like this. Yeah, it might make you even more confused. So I just randomly give an example. I just randomly give the example for this one. Let's say I say 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 divided by 4. I want to find the mean. Alright, so all the 9 I plus together divided by 4. So you can use calculator. This is 36 over 4. You will get 9. If I plus another 2 more 9, 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9 over 6. Because the number actually add 2 more. So my mean is still 9. Right, so if the mean is already 9, no matter how many 9 I add in, I will not change the mean. The mean will still remain the same. Alright, this is the basic idea. Because a lot of students just don't understand about the part A. Alright. If you can understand, then we'll go to the part B. Alright, so mean is just remain 9. For the B, find the value of y is sum of the square. For the new set numbers is 1392. So that means the new sum of x squared is 1392. When I say new, that means I have to use the previous one, which is the old one, plus this number square plus, because this is a new number add in, isn't it? So I will get 1392. Then I just solve this equation. Because my old sum of x squared, we have it over here, is 1158. And then over here I will just expand the bracket. So I will get plus 81 plus 18y plus y squared. This one plus 81, and then I will minus 18y plus y squared equals to 1392. Right, so what I will do is I will just solve this one. Y squared plus y squared is 2y squared. Minus 18y plus 18y is 0, so I know it's right 0. So then I will sum all this number. So I using the calculator, 1158 plus 81 plus another 81. So it's 1320. So I move to the other side, it will become minus 1320. So 2y squared will equals to 72. So y squared will equals to 36. So y will equals to positive negative 6. I just square root 36, I will have positive negative. Right, this is how we do this kind of question. Right, so if you have no problem, then I will move on to 18. Right, for question 18 over here, the question says diagram 18 show a cuboid metal frame used to support the cylinder tank. I get a cylinder tank means the whole thing here. This is cylinder tank. Alright, find the values of x so that the tank has the maximum volume. So before that, we have to actually understand the tank first. Okay, we're trying to understand what is the radius. So let's say the whole thing here is 2x. That means I know 2x is the diameter, isn't it? So if 2x is a diameter, I know the radius basically is x. So in this case, first thing I will do is I will let r equals to x. Because I know in this case, my radius is just equals to x. Because 2x is the diameter. I cannot say 3x is the diameter because 3x is including these two parts, which is not for the circle. Alright. Okay. And then we also know the volume for cylinder is volume equals to pi r square h. Alright, so since and then we see the maximum words, we know we have to differentiate and we will get 0 for it. So what I will do is I will say, I will apply in this case. So my volume is pi, my r is basically my x. X squared, this is my height, right? So it will be 45 minus 5x. So it will be 45 minus 5x. So therefore, of course, I will join the volume. This is 45 pi x squared minus 5 pi x cubed. Right, in order to fulfill the no matter maximum or minimum, what I will do is I will differentiate and make it equals to 0. So I will say dv dx equals to 0 because of maximum. Then I will differentiate this one. Pi is just a number, ignore about pi. We focus on x. X is something important here. So the first thing is I will move the 2 in front, become 90 pi x. And this one I will move the 3 in front, multiply with negative 5 is negative 15 pi x squared. Oh, this is not v, sorry. This is dv dx. Since dv dx equals to 0, so I will say 0 equals to 90 pi x minus 15 pi x squared. And then what I do next is I just solve this thing and find x. So I will get 15 pi x squared equals to 90 pi x. Pi and pi I simplify, x and x I simplify. So x equals to 90 divided by 15. X is equal to 6. Okay, because this question basically asks us to find x. So what we do here is basically we just find our x. Right, because the question basically asks us to find the values of x when the tank has the maximum volume. Right, so yeah, the only tricky part is you have to understand the radius basically equals to x. If you understand this one, this question will not be too hard. Right, and whenever you see maximum or minimum, I mean in the air math, you only can be differentiate equal to 0 or doing completing the square. So far, I think only these two possibilities whenever you see maximum or minimum. Alright, so I will move on to next question. If you have any question, please stop me. Okay, the formula above is used to calculate the results obtained by an experiment. The value of k is read as 2.04, but the actual value of k is 2. So calculate the approximate error value of m. So what happens here is the k itself actually is it changed from 2.0. If we change from 2 to 2.04, I guess the 2.04 is sort of 0.04 is sort of error. So what I will do is I want to find the change of k. I will use the new value of k, which is 2.04, minus the actual value of k, 2. So I will get 0.04. So if you see I use change of k, you know this is small change topic. So small change, we will need to do the formula for small change. So small change is basically something like this. If this one we differentiate, basically we get dm dk, isn't it? So small change, I will say change of m over change of k equals to dm dk. So now we already found change of k. We need to find dm dk. So I will need to differentiate this one. Before I differentiate, I will simplify it. 3 minus k squared. And then power negative 1. Alright, then I will say dm dk. Negative I move in front, become negative 4. 3 minus k squared. I differentiate 3 minus k squared, I will get negative 2k. Minus 1 again, minus 2. So this one I will get 8k over 3 minus k squared square. Alright, this is my dm dk, and this is just a simple differentiation. And then something you have to know is you cannot live in terms of k. You always need to substitute the old value of k into it. Alright, so old value of k in this case is equal to 2. So I substitute 8, 2, and then 3 minus 2 squared is 4 square. So I will get 16. So since I get 16 already, then I can find my change of m, because the question actually asks you to calculate approximate error values of m. Basically, they want to know what is the error of m. So means the small change of m, the small error of m. Alright, something like this. So that means we have used small change formula. So dm dk is 16. Multiply change of k. Change of k is 0.04. So the answer should be 0.64. If I didn't make any mistake. 16 multiplied 0.04. Yep, it's 0.64. Alright, so that's mean if the k have the error 0.04, the m will have the error 0.64. Right, this is sort of the meaning of small change. So far so good? Can understand, right? If you can't understand, please let me know. Okay, if you are okay, then I will move on to question 20. If you have any question, please stop me. Okay, this is trigo. Given that the cos alpha equals to 12 over 13. So, an alpha in the fourth quadrant. So, first thing you have to understand about quadrant. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, in the fourth quadrant. So, what I will do is I will draw a triangle in the fourth quadrant. And then I will call this angle as alpha. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, so just imagine this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So below x-axis, this one should be negative value. So this is negative 5. Okay, just use the Pythagoras, which is 13 square minus 12 square. And then you should be able to get 5. But then I will add negative because it's below x-axis. Alright, then the question asks us to find alpha in degree. Okay, so that's mean, yeah, we have to solve this one first. That's mean what I will do is I will say cos alpha equals to 12 over 13. Alpha equals to, move the cos to the other side, 12 over 13. And then I'll use the calculator definitely. Shift cos, make sure calculator in degree, 12 over 13. Yeah, I will get 22.62 degree. However, this one should not be your final answer because this angle falls in the first quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, we know it's 360 minus angle, isn't it? So my final answer should be 360 minus 22.62. Then you should be able to get the correct one. So it's 337.38 degree. Right, this one I think this is what the question means, alpha in degree. Alright, then you need to do cos 2 alpha. I mean sine 2 alpha. And you know sine 2 alpha equals to 2 sine alpha multiply cos alpha. We have cos alpha already, so I will get the sine alpha from this diagram. Sine is what? OH. So O is -5, H is 13. So if I have all, I will just substitute -5 over 13 multiply 12 over 13. Alright, then we will solve this one. This is -120 over 169. Okay, I guess can still divided by 3. Oh, can't. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, then this one should be your final answer. Alright, so far so good. Is there anything you want to ask me? If there's nothing you need to ask, then I will move on to 21. Okay, 21, I guess is sort of another KPAT question. Or you might call it higher order thinking skill question. Alright. In a creative art class, students are learned how to make a hand fan. Each student is given a piece of color paper that has been cut. Then the paper is folded into a few equal parts. The area of each part is 18.4 centimeters square. Diagram 21 actually shows the sample of hand fan that has been made. Alright, so what's the question 1? Find the number of folded part. So basically, you can see some value over here, even it's not so clear, but you can still see. So I will actually draw it out if you can't see. The question says the angle here is 2.611 radian. So it's 2.6211 radian. And then the whole length here is basically 20 centimeter. However, actually it cut like this. Means the length here is 13, the length here is 7. Alright, so in order to make the fan, means you only need this part. You only need this part, isn't it? Because this part basically is the color paper you use. So in order to make it look like the hand fan on my left hand side, I'm basically trying to sketch out the thing and give you some idea. Okay, just imagine all of this part is the same, and then the question says each part, that means this area, each of this area is 18.4. That means if you see 18.4 is one part of it. So definitely you have so many 18.4 here, but then you do not know how many you have. So just leave the fraction. Yeah, you can leave your answer in fraction, I mean for last question. Okay, so for this question, what I want to do is, first I want to find this piece of color paper. That means I want to find the area of this part. So in order to find the area of that part, I will use the bigger sector minus the smaller sector. So the bigger sector will be half r square, 20 square, theta 2.6211 minus the smaller sector. The smaller sector will be half, the radius basically is 7 square multiply 2.6211. Alright, then we can get the middle part. Alright, so use calculator to do this one. 400 divided by 2 multiply 2.6211. Alright, then I will get something like 524.22 minus 49 divided by 2 multiply 2.6211. Then this one I will get 64.22. Alright, so I guess we will get 12. No. So 524.22 minus 64.22, we actually will get, oops, I pressed 2 minus just now, 460. Alright, so after we get 460, we want to know how many 18.4 here we have in order to find the number of folded part. So what we'll do is, in order to find number of folded part, I will use total area divided by each area, 18.4. And then I use the calculator definitely. So calculator will tell me it's 25. That means 460 for the whole area here can fall into 25 of 18.4. Right? I hope you can understand this one. 3 mark. It's not really hard, but then you just need to make sure make yourself understand. Alright, so many diagrams in this paper. Diagram 22 show the side elevation of an ice cream cone with a height 9 units, given that the height of the cone is 6 units. So you see, actually use the word unit. Unit basically we will use in the graph only. Alright, and outer shape of part of ice cream presented by the equation. So the equation actually means this part only. Alright, and then find the quantity of ice cream. That means I guess they want the volume of ice cream. Ignore the content of cone. So you ignore about the content of cone. Right, so that means we need to find this ice cream. So before we do that, I hope you can actually see a graph over here. So let's say I sketch this one as a graph. So this one is y-axis, this one is x-axis. Alright, this is the curve. And the maximum here will be 9. And then this one will be 6. So now if this curve, I want to make it become volume, what I want to do is I will need to rotate 360 degrees on the y-axis. Okay, if I rotate 360 degrees in the y-axis, basically I will get a sort of hemisphere, right? Which is the volume, which is the quantity of ice cream they want. So what I do here is, in order to rotate on y, I want to make x squared the subject. So I will say x squared equals to 12y minus y squared minus 27. I make x squared as a subject over here, and then volume, what I will do over here for volume is, I will basically pi integrate x squared from 6 to 9. Then what I do next is, basically I will substitute in the thing. Just sub first. 6 to 9, this is 12y minus y squared minus 27. Then the next thing I will do is I will differentiate it. After I differentiate, no more this one. So this is 12y squared, divide 2 is 6y squared. This one is y cubed over 3 minus 27y. And then I will have 6 and 9 here. Alright, then what I do next is I just substitute 9 into all the y here, minus I substitute x into all the y here. So therefore, okay, 6 multiply 81. Okay, so I have 4x6 minus 9 power of 3 divided by 3 minus 243 minus 27 multiply 9 minus 243 again. And okay, and then minus, I substitute 6 into here. This one is 6 multiplied 36 is 216. Alright, this one is 216 divided by 3 is minus 72. Then the next one will be 27 multiplied 3 minus 81. Okay, then I close the bracket. So therefore I can get this volume easily by solving this equation. I get this one, actually you give it 0. And this one, 216 minus 72 minus 81. So I will get 63. Am I got the answer correct? Uh, 6 multiply 36. 216. 216. Oh, the last one, this number is wrong. The last one, this number should be multiply 6. 27 multiply 6 minus 162. Alright, so then only we solve it. The first one is 0. The second one is 216 minus 72 minus 162. So I will get negative 18. So the volume for ice cream is just 18 pi. Of course, you can do unit cube if you want. It's just unit cube. Okay, this is how we find the volume. So this question is, I guess, it's another KBAT question. Because the first thing is most of the students, they will not be able to see this one as a curve. Alright, a lot of students were not able to do that, and then we're not able to actually see y-axis and x-axis. But something you have to make sure is at least you should be able to see this one is from 6 to 9. Alright, you cannot assume this is from 0 to 3. Okay, so far so good? Is there any part you need me to explain again? Okay, if you don't have, I will move on to, okay, I see do you see actually it hang? Okay, so I will need to restart my OneNote. Okay, then I will zoom it. So just now the volume, we actually get 18 pi. Okay, nothing very special. Let's move on to the next one. Yeah. I just couldn't. Okay, it's fine. I use mouse to scroll. Okay. I guess this is sort of KPAT, but then this one is not really hard. I think it's still okay. Okay, in the games of checker plane. Alright, so the checker movement is depend on the number of the surface of a fair dice. So just in case you do not know dice is something look like this. And then you have 1, you have 2, you have 3, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So, okay. So the number of surface of a fair die toward the plot home. So your objective is to go into the home here. Okay, if a player on a position X obtains a number that exceeds the number of the plot to the home, then the player must move the checker backwards. That means in order to go home here, your dice should get 3, isn't it? Then you move 1, 2, 3, you reach home. But the question trying to say is, if you get any number bigger than 3, actually you're moving backwards. That means from X, you go into here. Alright, you get 3, you get this position. 3 you won't get, 3 you will end. So you get 4, you get this position. So if you get 5, you go backward. If you get 6, you go backward also. I guess this is what the question trying to say. Find the probability that the player win with only 1 row. So that means in order to win with only 1 row, so what I will do is, the probability I get must be 1, 2, and 3. I must get 3. Alright, so of course this one is very simple. You know 3 is just one of the number out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 is just one number out of 6. This one is the answer. Alright, then B. B is you want to use 2 rows to actually win the game. So just assume, if I want to win the game, I will need to use 3. But then I want 2 move. I want 2 rows. So what I will do is, I will assume if I get the probability 1 first, then I get 2. I will still reach home. Or, I get the probability 2 first, then 1. Or, I get any probability which is bigger than 3. Is it smaller than 3 or bigger than 3? Or exceeds. So bigger than 3. Then the next number, because if I get any number bigger than 3, I will move backwards. So in order the next number I win, I need to have a 4 here. Okay, so this is the basic idea. So this one, if you get 1 is 1 over 6. If you get 2 is 1 over 6. So they are multiplied. So the first one is 1 over 36. This one is the same also. The first one is 1 over 6. The next one is 1 over 6 also. So it's just plus 1 over 6. Okay, now the bottom one is a bit challenging. So if bigger than 3, that means you have 4, 5, and 6. This is the number 3 out of 6. Okay, then I will do 4 here. 4 is only just one of the number, so it should be 1 over 6. Yeah, I guess it should be correct. Okay, so then this is 36. Alright, so here is 2 over 36. And this one, okay, let's say this is 1 over 2. So this one is plus, is plus 1 over 12. So 1 over 12, I want to make them have the same denominator. I will multiply 3 for each. Then we actually will get something like this. 2 over 36 plus 3 over 36. So the answer should be 5 over 36. Okay, this is how we use like 2 rows to actually win the game. That means if the first time you roll more than 3, that means you get 4 or you get 5 or you get 6, you're going backwards. So if you get backward already, then you got 4, you straight away go to home. Okay, this is sort of a game. If you never played chess before, I guess this one is quite hard for you to understand. Okay? Okay. Okay, let me drink a water. Is there anything you want to ask me? Okay, if there's nothing you want to ask me, so we will move to question 24. Okay, question 24 I think is permutation and combination. Bands decide to select 5 songs from a list of 10 songs to be presented during the sister's birthday party. Find the number of ways can he make a selection of the song. So if you have 10 songs, you want to randomly select 5 songs without the arrangement, it's just 10C5. Right, you just do 10C5 and you get 252. This is the number of ways you can select 10 songs. But how about B? If he want to present the song, when you want to present the song means you have certain song you must put at the first place, certain song you must put at the last. That means arrangement is very important. If you want to present a song, means the arrangement is important. So you have 10 songs, you want to arrange 5 songs. If you use C, it will be wrong because arrangement should be P. So this one is just 10, P5. I think each part actually you will get 1 mark because it's only 2 mark question. So if only 2 mark question, it should be very direct. Okay? Okay, 25. Okay, K represents percentage of the student who passed the mathematics test in the school. So K is a percentage who passed. So K can be 50% or can be 70%. We do not know. This is just what I'm trying to say. Means it represents the percentage the student who passed the math test in the school. So in this case, I will say P equals to K and Q equals to 1 minus K. So in this case, if 4 students chosen at random, find the probability that all of them pass the mathematics test is 0.3702. So in this case, I know n equals to 4. Now the question actually trying to tell you when n equals to 4, all will pass. So x is actually equals to 4. So this one is just it's just 4C4. I mean just 4 students all pass. Alright, then P is K, and then power of 4, Q will be 1 minus K power of 0 will equal to 0.3702. Alright, if you have a calculator, you know 4C4 equals to 1. And everything power of 0 equals to 1. So in this, over here, you only left K power of 4. So in order to get a correct answer, what I will do is I will move the 4 to the other side. It will fourth root 03702. So fourth root, you have make sure you use the calculator carefully. 0.3702. So you should get the perfect nice answer 0.78. Okay, so if you get 0.78, this one is not yet the answer because the question says K represents the percentage, right? So if I get this one, what I will say is this one represents 78%. So that means in that school, in order to pass the mathematics test, you at least need to get 78 marks and above. Alright, and I can feel it's hang again. So therefore, I will restart it, definitely. Okay, yeah, then we're done about paper 1. Is there any question before we go to the paper 2? Yeah, after you actually watch the whole paper, actually you watch me discuss the whole paper, I highly recommend you to print out this paper and do it again because it's a very big difference. Okay, so yeah, if there's no problem, we will go to paper 2 in just few minutes. Let me zoom this one. And we will actually go to paper 2. Okay, this is the paper 2. Okay, so yeah, I will be right back in 2 minutes. If you have anything, you can just tap and post there. Alright, so yeah, I'm back here. So yeah, we'll start to discuss about the paper 2. And I don't think we are able to finish the whole paper 2, so I will discuss as many as possible. So let's start from the first question. And this is, first question is just simultaneous equation. So I will do it real fast. Okay, so yeah. So the first thing is I will try to make x as a subject here. So basically x is equals to 3 minus 2y. Then I will solve this equation before I call it, this one I call it first equation. I will solve this one first. If 3 over y minus 5 over x equals to 2. In order to solve this one very fast, I will multiply xy for every single one. I multiply xy here, I will multiply xy here, xy here. Why I do that? Because y and y you simplify, you left 3x. X and x you simplify, you left 5y equals to 2xy. Then because of this, I can straight away solve the simultaneous equation. I mean, I can solve the fraction thing because I just do not like about fraction. Alright, so I will call this one the second equation. Then what I do is I will sub the first equation into my second equation. So that means all my x will change to 3 minus 2y. So this is one will be 3 minus 2y minus 5y equals to 2, 3 minus 2y, y. Alright, so this one will be 9 minus 6y minus 5y equals to, this is 2y multiplied 3 will be 6y, 2y multiplied 2y will be negative 4y squared. Right, then we want to solve it, so I say 4y squared. I move to here. This one is negative 11y minus 17y. So include this one. So I will be plus 9 equals 0. Then we definitely need to solve this equation. So yeah, you know, you get 17 and 9. Let's try. Okay, let me just use the calculator. We just fully utilize the technology. I think I did something wrong because I get decimal in my answer. I shouldn't get decimal. Let me see. 3, and then this is 3x minus 5y equals to 2xy. Exactly. My x is 3 minus 2y. So yeah, 3 minus 2y minus 5y equals to 2xy. Alright, 9 minus 6y minus 5y equals to 2y is 6y, negative 4y squared. It seems correct for everything. Negative 11 minus 6 again. Okay. Yeah, so let me just double check the answer, because most of the time when we do simultaneous equation we should get whole number, but then because over here we actually get the even number, get the decimal, so I guess something wrong, or maybe this question is just decimal. Yeah, it's just decimal. Yes, it's just decimal. Why I know it's just decimal? Because it say give your answer correct to 3 significant figures. That means, yeah, you should get decimal. So therefore, I will get my y equals to 0.620, or my y will equals to, this one will be 3.63. Alright, then I will find my x. So my x is actually, yeah, 3 minus 2, 0.62. Then we will do 3 minus 2 multiplied 0.62. So this one you actually will get 1.76. Or this one, x equals to 3 minus 2, 3.63. So you will get 3 minus 2 multiplied 3.63. Okay, it's negative 4.26. Okay, so I just want to make sure every of my single answer is in the 3 significant figures, because this is what the question says so. Yeah, shouldn't have any problem here. Okay, if there's no problem, then we will move on to question number 2. Okay, for question number 2, There are 15 participants in the cooking class. The sum of their age is 450 years, and sum of the square of their age is 14560 years. Find the means and variance. So something we have it here. So let me erase this because I will need some space to write. Something I find here is my n equals to 15 because 15 participants, and the sum of the age, that means sum of all the x, is equal to 450, and sum of their age actually square it, you will get 14560. Alright, so find the mean. Mean is very easy. So in order to do the mean, it's just sum of x over n. So it's just 450 over 15. So you should get 30. Very easy. And then you want to find the variance. Variance is just sum of x squared over n minus mean square. Alright, so sum of x squared is 14560 over n is 15 minus mean, we just got the mean, 30 square. Yeah, then you should be able to get the correct answer easily. Minus 30 square. So you should get 30.67. Alright, so yeah, this one is the variance. Okay, after that, a pair of twins, Ali and Petrol, join the class, and it's found that the mean age increased by 2. So they want the Ali age. But there's something very important you have to pay attention in just a single words here, which is twins. Twins means what? When twins mean both of them will have the same age. That's why we call them twin, because it means they give birth at the same day. Okay? So therefore, if I call the age of Ali is K, so this one is just another K. So alright, so the question tell me means increased by 2. Just now my mean actually is 30, right? So after increase by 2, it will be 32. Alright, so my sum of x just now is 450. Now we plus twins. So basically we plus k and k. So it's actually we plus 2k. Okay, let me just write 2k. We plus 2k. Total just now is 15. But then now add 2 more person in, it will be 17 equals to 32. So we just solve this equation. So therefore, 450 plus 2k equals to 32 multiplied 17, 544. And then move the 450 to the other side. Minus 450. Minus 450, we get 94. So 2k equals to 94. K equals to 47. So therefore, age of Ali is just 47. Alright, so yeah, because K is the age of Ali. And then now they ask you to find a new standard deviation also. So in order to find a new standard deviation, so I will do the same thing. So since you understand this one, so I will write down my new mean is just 32. Alright, so okay, so for standard deviation, it's just square root sum of x squared 14560 plus 47 square and 47 square. That means you have 247 square here divided by 17 minus mean square. Right, this is just the formula. I never do anything here. So 14560 plus 247 square and then divided by 17 minus 32 square. And then I will square root my answer. So I should get 9.61. Okay, this is my new standard deviation. Right, so far so good. Should be able to understand, right? Okay, so if you can't understand, just let me know. Then I can explain again. If no, then I will move on to number 3. Alright, so okay, this is just 2 mark, means should be very easy. So this is 3x, multiply 4x plus 1. So 48, if 48 I want to change to something related to 3 and 4, I will try to divide 4, I will get 12. Then I will try to divide 4 again, I will get 3. So that means over here I know 48 basically is 16 multiplied 3. This one is just 16 multiplied 3. Or if you're smart enough, you can say this is 4 square multiplied 3. So therefore I know 48 is 4 square multiply 3x. Alright, then I will, of course, I will expand the power x into it. The dot here means multiply. Alright, this is 4 2x multiply 3 power of x. Alright, 3 power of x and 3 power of x I simplified. So I know 4x plus 1 equals to 4 2x. So x plus 1 equals to 2x. X is just equals to 1. Alright, very easy. This is just an indices question. Alright, then we go to the second question, log. Alright, this question is not too bad, but then it will be a bit tricky. If you understand this rule, log AB equals to C, B is equals to A power of C. Okay, this is what exactly you have. You have 5 equals to 9 power of log 3x. So that means I want to change back to this one. That means I will move my 9 to the other side, it will become log base 9. And the 5 over here is just become 5. And then the power actually will drop down. Okay, this is how to change it back. Alright, so that means you imagine you move your 9 to this side, it will become log base 9, the 5 will remain, and then the power will drop down. Alright, this is how we apply the rule of this. Then in order to solve this one, I want to make sure both of them have the same log. So what I will do is I will change the base. Log 3 over log 3. And then the bigger one right at the top, base right at the bottom. Then what I will do next is, I know 9 basically is 3 square. Then I know square, I can move in front, become 2. Log 3 is just equals to 1. So basically this is, the whole thing at the bottom is just equals to 2. So I can say this is 1 over 2 log 5 equals to log 3x. The last thing I will do is I will move the 1 over 2, go up, become power. So log 5 power of 1 over 2 equals to log 3x. Then log 3 and log 3 I simplified. So 5 power of 1 over 2 equals to square root of 5 equals to x. Done. Alright, this is just 3 mark. So you need to understand the law of log, then you should be able to do this one very, very easy. Okay, if you have no problem, I will keep moving on. Okay, for this one, they ask you to sketch the graph. Okay, first thing is you have to understand about this one mean modulus. Modulus means everything in positive zone. So if I want to sketch this one really fast, of course I will you have to draw it in the ruler, alright? Of course over here I don't have the ruler. And you have to understand cos graph basically will look like this. Okay, this is called one cycle. However, in this case, your cycle is 1.5. 3 over 2 is 1.5. Alright, mean 1.5 cycle. So first thing is I will draw 1.5 cycle. So this one cycle, if another half cycle will look like this, another half cycle. Right, this one will be 1.5. Right, and then I have modulus. Modulus means what? Those at the negative one have to flip, become positive. Those have the negative one will become flip to become positive. So my graph will actually look like this. Oops. Yeah. So okay, I should will do it here. So my graph is actually like this. This is one cycle. This is okay, another half cycle. Right, this one is how my graph will look like. Oops, this line should touch all the points here. Okay, let me just draw it again. One cycle, another half cycle. Right, then because the amplitude is 4, I know my maximum one here is actually equals to 4. So this is my x, this is my y. Modulus means whatever at the negative one, you actually need to go up, become positive. Do we need to calculate the 5 power half? Yeah, 5 power half you can leave in decimal. 5 power half is just square root 5. You can leave in square root 5 or you want to leave in decimal, should be fine. Alright, then the last thing we need to do is the angle. Because now this one actually end at 2 pi. So we have how many part here? So if I calculate, I will calculate this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first one here, I know should be 2 pi divided by 6. If 2 pi divided by 6, I simplify, basically it equals to pi over 3. Isn't it? So I know the first one is pi over 3. And then that means if this range is pi over 3, I will keep on plus pi over 3. So this is 2 pi over 3. And then I plus pi over 3 again, 3 pi over 3. And this one is 4 pi over 3. Oops. I think I mistake something. 4 pi over 3. This is 5 pi over 3. And the last one is 6 pi over 3, which is 2 pi. And then 3 pi over 3, you can change it into the pi. Alright, then you will get 4 marks for this one. Alright, so for modulus, there's something you must understand about modulus of cost graph. Cost graph actually will look like this. I mean, oops. Hang again, my god. Okay, cost graph basically will look like this. Okay, if you have modulus, this one basically have to flip up. That means the bottom one will gone. Then this one is your, consider one cycle is look like this. So another half cycle should be like this. But then because of modulus, you have to flip up this one, so this one will be gone. Okay, so I will get exactly something look like this. Alright, so yeah, because it hang again, because it doesn't let me erase things, so I will use the space I have it here. Hang using the graph from A determines the value of K such that the equation have exactly 4 solutions. So 4 solutions means that line need to exactly touch 4 points here. So if you imagine if I draw a line over here, how many points I touch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not possible I touching 4 if my line look like this. So the only way you can touch 4 is you passing through all the maximum here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even on the x-axis you also touch 5 points. So 4 is mean you have to touch the maximum. So what is this straight line called? This straight line basically called y equals to 4. Alright, if you understand about this, I will solve this equation. So since we know this is y, right? So I can scale this is 2. The whole thing here is y, isn't it? 2y. And then this one should be minus, right? Okay, let me just reopen it. And we need to close it and open it again. Okay. Okay, so this one basically is 2y plus 1 equals to 3k. Alright, so this one is basically 2y equals to 3k minus 1. So y equals to 3 over 2k minus 1 over 2. So just now I say if you want to have exactly 4 solutions, there's only this line, which is y equals to 4. So therefore I will substitute y equals to 4 into this equation. 4 equals to 3 over 2k minus half. Then I multiply 2 for every one. So 8 equals to 3k minus 1. So therefore 3k equals to 9, k equals to 3. Alright, this is how we solve it. Of course you have to understand what is the meaning for exactly 4 solutions here. You don't get the idea, yeah, there's almost impossible for you to solve this part. You understand this 7 marks should be very easy to get. Right, so I will move on to number 5. Okay, this one is considered quite tough also. Not to say quite tough, you have to think a lot. Alright, in this case, you have red and green cards is equilaterals to the triangle shapes in the box and need to arrange at the diagram 5. The red cards are arranged in the odd rule and while the green actually for even. So therefore, my red color actually for odd number. And then the green color actually for even number. And what do I mean is that? If the first one, this one, n equals to 1. This one, second row, n equals to 2. Third row, n equals to 3. Fourth row, n equals to 4. So that means odd number means 1, 3, isn't it? So odd number is all red color. This one means all is red color. And then even number means all is green color. All is green color. So definitely we know the next one is red color. And next one again is everything in green color. Okay, this is what the question tried to mean. Alright, so therefore, now the question actually find the number of cards used for 15 row. So definitely okay, because this one, the question doesn't ask me about the color card. So since first row, I only have one triangle, so 1. The second row, I have 3 triangles, so it's 3. Third row, I have 5 triangles, it will be 5. So I know the next one will be 7, it will be 9, and continue. So if A equals to 1, D equals to 2, 3 minus 1, you get 2, or 5 minus 3, you get 2. So now the question asks me to find T15. Tn formula is just A plus n minus 1D. So my A is 1 plus n minus 1 is 14, D is 2. So it's 28 plus 1, 29. So I think A is just 1 or 2 mark. Right, so then we go to the B. The total number of green cards are used if there are 20 rows. So that means now you have to imagine, we total here, if let's say from first row to 20 row, we have how many green ones? Because green is only happen on the even number, isn't it? Let me just draw it back. So that means from that means 2 is a red color, and 4 is a red color, 6 is a red color, 8 is a red color, until 20 is a red color as well. I know total here, I should have 10 rows of red color. Correct or not? Because 1 to 20, you should have 20. 1 to 20, you should have 10 green color and 10 red color. This one is a logic lah. Alright, so now okay, so the question asks about green color. Why am I doing red? That means here we have 3 is green, 5 is green, 7 is green. So we have 10 green as well. So basically you have 10 green and 10 red. If the question asks about 20. Alright, so what I want to do over here is I will form a new series number. Form a new sequence using the green color one. Okay, since the green color is even, so I will start from 3. Because this one is my first now, A. The next one is this one, 4. 4, I have how many triangles? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the next one, I know I actually plus 4 lah, 11 plus 4 is 15. Alright, so over here, they want the total number of green cards. So what I will do is, I will do S10. Okay, so of course I hope you understand about Sn formula. It's just n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Right, so why I use 10? Because up to 20 rows here, total I will have 10 rows which is green color one. And then I plus them together. In this case, my A is 3 and my difference is just 4. Alright, so I will say this is 10 over 2. 2a means 2 multiplied 3, which is 6. Plus n minus 1, which is 9. D which is 4. Alright, this one should be my total number of cards. So this is 5. This one is 36 plus 6, which is 42. So you just join. This one should be 210 cards. So total you have 210 green cards. Alright, this is how I do this one. Okay, the next one, if you understand about this one, so we go to the part C. The maximum row will be formed if the box have 800 green card and 435 red card. So in this case, you want to know how many rows you can form, because you must follow exactly the rule here, which is green, red, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. So even your green, you have so many, it doesn't make any more different. So what I'm trying to do is, I will focus on the last one, because this one, if this one already stop at, if this one stop at 25th row, yeah, if your green you have more, maybe just add one more row which is 26, because you have no more red card already. Impossible for you to form the 27 So you just want to know the red card can go until how far, and then the green one you just add one more. Alright, this one is the theory. So what I want to do is I will form a sequence using the red color. Okay, so the red color will start with one triangle, and then the next one, 3 actually at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 triangle. So the next one is 9, the next one is 13. So A is 1, D is 4. Alright, so now I want to know if I have 4, 3, 5, how many I can use. So what I want to do is I will do Sn equals to 435. Alright, you need to understand this one means I only focus on the odd number. Later my n over here I have to multiply 2 because I should multiply 2 because I should include the green color one as well. Alright, so okay, so I will use the formula n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d equals to 435. Alright, then I will definitely solve this one. So n over 2, this is just 2 plus 4n minus 4 equals to 435. And then I can divide 2 here, become 1, 2, negative 2. Alright, so n bracket, this is negative 2n. So negative 2 and 1 is just 2n minus 1 equals to 435. And then definitely I will need to solve this one. I need to solve this one. This is 2n squared minus n minus 435 equals 0. And then I'm trying to factorize out this one. So, of course I use calculator to do this one. Your number is very big. It's 2, negative 1, negative 435. So you will get n minus 15. And then you will get 2n plus 29. Right, so n will equal to 15. And then the other one, n is just equals to negative 29 over 2, which is rejected. So if n equals to 15 here, means what? If n equals to 15 here, that means my odd number here can up to 15. So my red, I definitely have, red color here can up to 15. So my green definitely can up to 15 also. So the maximum row, I would say the maximum row is just 15 plus 15. Total will be 30 row. Alright, it's just like this. Yeah, I hope they won't be too confused. Yeah, this question is a little bit hard. You have to think a lot in order to do this one. Okay, if no problem, then I move on to this one. Just another KBAT question. I'm not sure why this paper have so much. Okay, and a lot of scientific name here, I guess. So I guess this is a jelly. I guess this is a jelly. I don't know. I assume, this one we call it jelly. Okay, Marjorie factories want to produce a kind of jelly as shown in the diagram 6. So, known that 9 pi centimeter cube, mean this is the volume, okay, because centimeter cube, of ingredient can produce 6 jelly. So, this one actually used to make 6 jelly. So, this one used to make 6 jelly. So if I want to know about 1 jelly, it's just I will use 9 pi over 6 to actually get used to make 1 jelly. Alright, this one is just a normal logic. So the inner size of the jelly container is a parabola shape. It's a parabolics in the shape with the equation. That means this curve here. Actually it form a equation. Y equals to 3x squared plus 1. Now the question asks you to sketch. So since this is parabola graph must be symmetry. So when they are parabola graph, it must be symmetry. Right? So in order to sketch this one, of course you will need to have some common sense about graph. Let's say we draw about y equals to x squared. If y equals to x squared, the graph actually will look like this. We are passing through the 0, 0. And then the length here and the length here must be the same lah. And then passing through 0, 0. So if y equals to x squared plus 1, is actually, the graph actually moving up 1 unit. So it's a parabola curve also. Yeah, it's just so not nice. Yeah, it's something like this. Then the minimum is 1. So how about 3x squared here? If you have 3x squared here, it just means this one become broadened a little bit only, but the shape is still the same. Alright, so yeah, this is x, this is y. Then as long as you draw it as symmetry as possible, you can get 3 marks. I guess 1 mark, they will give you 1 mark for the minimum, and then another 1 mark if you draw it correct shape, and another 1 mark because you can show it is symmetry. So you get another 1 mark. So this is 3 mark question to sketch this one. Of course, if you ask me to sketch, I will try to sketch as nice as possible. I think I sketch the U, then only I sketch the graph, it will make a lot of sense. Okay, after I sketch some very nice U, then I add the graph onto it. Then this one will be my 1. This one is my X, this one will be my Y. Alright, just like this. Okay? Just in case you have no idea what the graph look like, of course you can still put the coordinate onto it. But then as an MF student, I highly recommend you to actually understand the graph. Because I say, if the graph, the x squared is positive, you have U shape. If the x squared is negative, you have N shape, isn't it? So plus 1 just means your whole graph actually going up. Unless you have 3x squared plus bx plus 1. Okay, if bx exists here, that means your graph actually will go right hand side or left hand side. That means the graph will not stick to the y-axis. Okay, but in this case you do not have bx, so it will be quite easy. Okay, then the next thing here, what is the length of the jelly produced by a piece of jelly? So they want to know about what is the length here. So if I sketch out the graph already, let's say I will cut it like this. So this is the length from here to here, they call it length. So that means I assume the length is from here to here. So now I want to find about this length. So what I will do is, of course I will need to find the volume of this one. Because I know the volume for one piece of jelly is 9 pi over 6. So what I will do is, if this one I call it 1, maybe I say up to k. Maybe the height here is k. That means from 1 to k. Alright, so I want to find a k, then I use k minus 1, I can get the length. Alright, so what I would do is, I will use the equation to find the volume. Volume equals to pi x squared dy. Alright, so I want to make x squared the subject. So x squared equals to y minus 1 over 3. So this one I can call it y over 3 minus 1 over 3. So therefore, I know my volume is 9 pi over 6. So here I have pi. So here is from 1 to k, as I shown just now. And what is my x squared? My x squared equation is here, y over 3 minus 1 over 3. So I just want to integrate this one, this is dy. Alright, so 9 pi over 6 pi. So this one should be y squared over 6 minus 1 over 3y. Alright, k1. And then we need to solve this one. Pi and pi I can simplify it definitely. So 9 over 6 equals to, I substitute k into here. So I get k squared over 6 minus k over 3. And then minus 1 over 6. And then minus 1 over 3. If I don't make any mistake here, I hope. So 9 over 6 equals to, over here, this one should be, okay, I times 2, make them have the same denominator. K squared minus 2k over 6 minus times 2. This is 1 minus 2, so it should be negative 1 over 6. So 9 over 6 equals to k squared minus 2k plus 1 over 6. I multiply 6 for both sides, then There's no more. So I move the 9 to the other side. K squared minus 2k minus 8. Because 1 minus 9. Then I factorize it. Equals to 0. So k, I will use 4 and 2. Negative and positive. So therefore, my k equals to 4 and k equals to negative 2. But based on the diagram, I know negative 2 is not possible, so I rejected negative 2. Let's say my k equals to 4. So my k equals to 4 here. So I want to find the length here. So the length basically is just equals to 4 minus 1. So the length is equal to 3. So I say length is just 4 minus 1, which is 3. Alright, depend what unit they use. If they use cm, I will say this is cm. Right. Yeah, this question is a bit difficult. The first one thing I don't like about this kind of question is the diagram is very unclear. I mean, yeah, they should be able to find some nice picture to actually make the student easier to understand. The whole thing is just like too dark, and yeah, maybe the real paper is not that dark, but then this one is just too dark, and then I just don't really like it. Okay, anyways, if you can understand, so we are going to move on to section B. Okay, before go to section B, anything you want to ask me? Let me drink a water. I just talk too much. Okay, this question is a linear law question. Yeah, I will teach you how to sketch, but I do not have graph paper here. I will not sketch it, but I will teach you how to solve the equation, definitely. Okay, so first thing is, the table 7 shows the value of two variables x and y obtained from an experiment. And then the variable x and y related by the equation. So we have the equation here, which is y equals to ab x plus 2. Where a and b are constant. So, alright, so based on the table 7, construct a table for log y and x plus 2. So based on this one, based on this sentence, I actually understand my graph should be log y, again, x plus 2. And then definitely the question asks you to construct a table, so you need to form a table, x plus 2 and log y. Of course, you should draw another new table. I don't want to save time. X plus 2 means 0 plus 2, you get 2. This one you get 3. This one you get 4, 5, 6, 7. That means x plus 2. Log y, that means you log the 2. So you will need to log the 2. So you will get something like, leave in 2 decimals should be good. 0.30. And then you will log 3.39. So you will get 0.53. And continue, you will do finish it, definitely. And then they ask you to actually plot the graph. They ask you to plot y again x plus 2 using the skew 2 cm 1 units on the x-axis and 2 cm 0.2 unit on the y-axis. So that means x-axis you should have something like, maybe you can start from 2 here. It doesn't matter, you can start from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then for y-axis is just 0.2 each, so you can be something like this is 0.1, 0.2, 0.2 each. Sorry, this is 0.2, 0.4, 0.6. Alright, then you will continue to see what is your maximum 0.8, and after that you will plot according to your table here. You will get a table value here, you will plot it. Alright, so of course here I will teach you how to solve the equation first. So I want to make my equation look like this. So first thing is I will add a log 10 for both sides because I want to get a log 10y. So this is a b x plus 2. And then in the log world, we know actually multiply actually means plus. So I will separate them, become plus bx plus 2. Alright, now I want to do something is the x plus 2 I want to move in front because power. Then this one will be log 10b plus log 10a. I almost done, but then I want y equals to mx plus c. X plus 2 should be my x. So this one should be my m. So I will always rearrange it. So m x plus c. So therefore I know this is gradient and this is vertical intercept. Alright, so if you understand about this thing, so you can easily solve A and B later. So later after you sketch out the graph already, I guess you will get something look like this. Then what you need to do is, in order to find the gradient, you just take 2 points. Okay, make sure 2 points also touch the line, and then you do the gradient formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And of course you know your gradient is not m here, your gradient basically is log 10b here. So no matter what value you get here, let's say this one after I solve I get 2. Then I want to do log 10b equals to 2, b equals to 10 power of 2. So b equals to 100. Alright, so and then you want to find A. A is the vertical intercept. So let's say the vertical intercept, let's say is 0.4. Then you just do log 10 A equals to 0.4. A is just 10 power of 0.4. Alright, it's very easy. You should be able to solve the whole question by yourself. If you have any problem, please come to find me on my Facebook or Telegram. Okay, let's go to this question. This is another hot question also. Yeah, because as what I heard, the KBAT question should be 20%, but if you see this paper, they're up to 50%, 40 to 50%, which is the KBAT question. Alright, so yeah, so over here, okay, so we will need to solve this one. But before we solve this one, actually, I prefer draw it out again because this one is a little bit dark and a bit confusing. Let's see, can I actually draw a circle using the, it's hang again. Oh my god. Let me close and open again. Close and open again. And then let me just zoom it. Okay, and let me just insert. I should have a circle here. I guess this is circle. I don't know. Yeah. Yep, and then I should draw another small one. Just a random one. Okay, as similar as possible. Alright, so of course this is not exactly the same, but then I just trying to do as similar as possible. So the first thing is, okay, this center point is actually just touched here. This is B. This is the center point of the circle, and A also the center point of the small circle. Alright, so okay, Pemaju Aman get a contract to build a swimming pool at the Club Jaya. So the shape of the swimming pool of the small circle's center A with the diameter 4. So diameter 4, I know radius is 2. Alright, so here I will actually continue reading. And the last circle center B with diameter 12. So I know here is 6. So definitely from here, I know this one is a radius also. This is 2. I know this one is the radius for this big circle, this is 6. Okay, so why I want to do that? Because the first thing is, yeah, they ask you to, what is the length that needed to install around the pool with the tile. So basically they want to find, yeah, means how many tiles actually you need to build for this one. So basically what you need to use is you need to get all the circle here plus this one. Alright, so what I want to do over here is I want to find the arc length here first. But arc length here is quite difficult to find because what? Because you don't have any angle. So if I do like this, okay, let me just erase this one. Oh my god. Erase this one carefully. Shit. Oh my god. So wait. I just erase the 2 here. Okay, it's fine. Alright, so I want to find that one. So what I will do over here is I will actually try to get okay, actually I draw something wrongly. Okay, I should erase this one. Okay, this circle should be like this. Freehand draw is a bit hard. Okay, yeah, it should be like this, but then B should be longer a bit. Because the radius here is 2. That means here is 2, but then the whole thing from here to B is 6. Yeah, mean B basically you have 2 and 4 here. Alright, this idea is quite important. So now I want to get this length. So what I will do is I will want to cut like this and cut like this. And then I want to find the whole angle here. Okay, so in order to find the whole angle here, I said just now I will solve the triangle first. So this is 6 here. I want to find this angle. I know this length is 2. So I will draw out a triangle. So this 2 is the same length. So this is 6, this is 6. I want to find this angle. This is 2. I find this angle. Alright, so we can use the cos rule to actually find this angle. And then multiply 2. Then I can get the red color one. Okay, so this is a difficult part. Okay, so yeah, so I use cos rule. So 6 square equals to 2 square plus 6 square minus 2 6 cos delta. I measure my answer in radian. Okay, so this is alright, so this one should be 24 multiple 6 is 24 cos delta. I move to this side because it's negative. So here will be 6 square minus 6 square and 2 square, which is 4. So cos delta equals to 4 over 24. So I can get the angle easily by using the calculator. Make sure your calculator in radian because this is circular measure topics. So shift cos 4 over 24. So you get the radian basically is 1.403 radian. Alright, so that means in order to get the red color one, the red color angle, is actually I will use 2 pi, which is 360, minus double of, oops, okay, I guess there's something wrong here. Okay, I hope everything go back to normal. No, it doesn't. It hang again. No, it can work. It just doesn't detect my pen. This is really interesting. Okay, yeah, I guess I have some technical issue here again. So, okay, so let me just do some checking here. I'm so sorry about technical issue here. Okay, I guess it should be okay already. Okay, yeah. So 2 multiply 1.403. Okay, so yeah, this is the idea, because one of it is just 1.403, so you have double of it in order to get the red color one. Alright, so yeah, this one just use the calculator. 2 pi minus 2 multiply answer. So yeah, you should get 3.476 is the whole angle. And then the formula for arc length is just S equals to R theta. R is given is 2. Theta, we just got it, which is 3.476. So it's just multiply 2, then you can get the arc length, which is 6.953. If this one in what unit, actually it is meter, so it's meter. So this is meter. Alright, so for the whole circle it's very easy. Circle S equals to R theta. My R is actually 6. My theta is actually 2 pi. So this is 12 pi. So in order to answer A over here is, I just say it will be 12 pi plus 6.953. So plus 12 pi plus 12, answer plus 12 pi. Yeah, you should get 44.65 meter. Let me try again. 12 pi plus 6.953. Yep. So this is the answer. Okay. Then we will go to the part B. Okay. The small pool is a children pool. Calculate the area of the children pool. That means in the part B itself, the question only want to find the part for children. Then we want to find this area. And this area is harder than what we think. Because of what? Because of like this. If I draw like this, so in order to get the shaded area here, let me use green color. I will use the whole sector minus 2 segments here. Do you see the segment here? So you will use the whole sector, which is like this. But then the pool here, this is circle. So you have to minus out 2 segments here. Then only you can get the curve area. Alright, this is the idea. So what I will do over here is, I will find the segment one first. So since I know both segments is the same, so luckily it's not too bad. So I want to find a segment. This one we call it segment. Alright, this is 6, 6. And then we actually can know this angle. This angle is 1.403. Then this is an isosceles, right? So we can easily get this angle. So this angle is just pi minus 2 multiply 1.403. So this angle is 0.3356 radian. Alright, this is radian. Alright, so I want to get the area of segment first. Area of segment. So that means the shaded region in this triangle. So what I want to do is, we have the formula for area of segment. It's just half r square theta minus sine theta. Alright, so half, my r is just 6. 6 square, my theta is 0.3356 minus sine 0.3356. Alright, so yeah, I will solve this one. So answer minus sine's answer. And then this one is 36 divide 2 is 18. Multiply 18. So the area there is 0.1127 meter square. And then we have both, right? We have 2. So later, I will need to multiply 2 for this one. Later, alright? So now, I want to find the area of sector. Okay, so I want to find the sector just now. We already got this angle, which I think we just get it here, which is this one. This is 3.476, which is here. Right, so yeah. So now I can find the area of the sector. It's half r square theta. So equals to half, this is 6 and 6, right? So it will be 6 square theta, 3.476. So you will get 36 divided by 2 is 18, multiply 3.476. So your whole area should be 62.568. Alright, then you need to minus the whole segment. Alright, so in order to minus the whole segment, so I will say pool, or I can say area of pool, equals to 62.568 meters square minus 2 multiply 0.1127 meters square. Then you should be able to get the correct answer, 0.1127. It will be 62.343 meters square. Alright, so yeah, so this question is a bit complicated because I guess this is one of the questions I do wish the question doesn't give you any angle at all. I mean, in the real exam actually do have this kind of situation, but it's not so often. Alright, so yeah, let's go to the last one before we end the virtual class. Okay, so we will discuss the rest in the next classes. Okay, for this one, I guess it's just the coordinate question. Okay, find the equations of the straight line which is passing through point B and point D. So you want to find the equation of the straight line passing through point B and point D. So definitely you have one equation. The equation here is actually passing through B and D. You want to find this equation. But this equation, something we have is the y-intercept we have already. The c equals to 6. Because y equals to mx plus c. Right? So now what we need to do, we have to find the gradient. And something very interesting is we do not have b. Find the equation of straight line with passing through B and D. Okay, so this is parallel. I guess there's some sentence here. No, the sentence doesn't helpful at all. Okay. Is there any information we miss here? Find the equation of the straight line with passing through point B and point D. Okay, we assume I just hate this question, it gives so little information. Assume they are parallel. Alright. If not, we really need a lot of information. Assume we are parallel, that means the y is the same. So can we leave our answer in P and Q? I don't know. So let's say this is P and -2. Still doesn't help at all. Find the area of ABC. And then given that the area of ABC is this one, find the coordinate of B. No, we should find the coordinate of B as last. Find the equation of the straight line passing through point B and point D. Oh, I see. Yeah, something I miss here. This one is a kite. Okay, kite actually means something. Yeah, kite actually means something. So, if this is kite here means both of the intersection will intersect at the midpoint. So, okay, so this one will be the midpoint of B and D. Right, the midpoint of B and D over here, and then they will be perpendicular to each other. Okay, this 2 mark is harder than I think. Okay, so what I will do is I will find a gradient of AC first. Because this is kite, so I know the middle is perpendicular. So what I will do over here is I will use 4 minus -2 over 6 minus negative 6. So this is just 6 over 12, the gradient is 1 over 2. And then I will use m1, m2 equals to negative 1 to get the gradient of BD. So I get 1 over 2 multiply gradient of BD equals to negative 1. So the gradient of BD I can get easily, which is negative 2. Then I know my C equals to 6. So Y basically equals to negative 2x plus 6. This is equation of BD. Alright. Yeah, you have to think a bit because just now I didn't see the word kite. If I see the word kite, yeah, actually there must be perpendicular, then only you can call it kite. Alright, then the question asks you to calculate the area of ACD. ACD, then this one you just use the area formula. Half, coordinate A will be negative 6, negative 2, C will be 6, 4, D will be 0, 6. So I repeat, negative 6, negative 2. So yeah, this is how we find the area. Then this is half. Then we know we should actually multiply like this, isn't it? So I will get negative 24 plus 0 plus 0 minus, I multiply the other way. So this one will be, is it 0, 6? Let me see, 24, this is 6, isn't it? 0, 6. Yeah, this is not 0, then I thought this is 0, this is 6. So this is 36 here. And then I get 0. Okay, good. Okay, then we multiply like this, negative 36, 0, and negative 12. Alright, then we will solve the thing. So this is 12. Here should be negative 48 plus 48. So you get 60, so the area is 30 units square. Alright, just a simple math. Then we solve B1. Okay, B2, given that the area of ABC is that one. And then find the coordinate of P. Since this is kite, that means the area of this half is totally same with the area of the other half. So I can assume this one is equals to 30. So 3 P minus 2Q plus 2 equals to 30. So P minus 2Q plus 2 equals to 10. Because I divide 3, so P minus 2Q equals to 8. So P maybe equals to 8 plus 2Q. This is first equation. I guess we need to find another equation to actually find a P and Q. So we will need to actually, luckily we know the equation just now, this PQ actually passing through this equation. I mean PQ actually on this line, right? Because this line is for coordinate B. That means I can substitute P and Q into the X and Y here. So therefore I can have one equation here, which is Q equals to negative 2P plus 6. Alright, then I call this one second equation. Then I sub into the first equation here. Alright, so I use green color. It's so messy here. I'm so sorry about that. So, P equals to 8 plus 2Q. My Q is negative 2P plus 6. Alright, so then I just solve this one. So P basically equals to 8 minus 4P plus 12. So I have 5P equals to 20, P equals to 4. Then I substitute it back to find Q. Negative 2 multiplied 4 is negative 8 plus 2. So Q is negative 2. Every time when I get the answer, I will always substitute it into it, see whether it makes sense or not. So if I call this coordinate over here as 4, negative 2, does it make sense? Yes. Then I guess this is the answer. So coordinate B is 4, negative 2. Alright, this is the idea. And for C is a locus. In this case, they purposely do not want you to give you a distance. They give you using the sentence. The point P which moves such that it's always equal distance from point D and pass through the origin. It means what? it means you will have something will equal to will always equal distance to D and we're passing through the origin. So that means you will have a very big circle, and this circle actually will passing through the origin O. I mean, yeah, you have a very big circle, and the circle will passing through the O. I mean, it's assuming passing through the O. So the distance from D to O actually is 6 units. So that means this is 6. This is 6. And then this circle actually is the locus P. That means P can be on this line. So from here, what information we have is, in order to find the equation of locus, okay, in order to find the equation of locus, I knows basically dp is equal to 6, because d to p is always equal to 6 unit. Alright, so then I do not have p, I call p as xy. Of course I have d is 0, 6, and then I just use the distance formula. Okay, so I will say x minus 0 square plus y minus 6 square equals to 6. Then I solve this equation. So this is x square, and then 0 is just gone, plus y square minus 12y plus 36 equals to 36. Alright, so 36 and 36 I will simplify. So the equation is just x squared plus y squared minus 12y equals to 0. Yeah, this one should be the final answer of the locus. So far so good. Okay, so yeah, I will stop the virtual class here, and then we will continue. Yeah, we will continue the number 10 in the next classes, and the section C, because section C is quite long also. Yeah, I think that's all for today's class. So if you have anything you want to ask, yeah, please post a comment below, either on my YouTube, Facebook, or Telegram. Alright, so yeah, I think that's all. Is there anything you want to ask before I end the class? Yeah, 2 hours actually is too long to learn this kind of difficult math. Yeah, if there's no questions, then I will just stop here, and I will see you guys next week. Alright, see you. I will stop broadcasting first, then I will stop the screen recording.